What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you've ever looked at a big rig and wondered what all those numbers like 6x4 or 6x2 mean, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the world of semi-truck axle configurations. This isn't just for truck nerds. Understanding this is crucial for anyone in the logistics or trucking industry because it directly impacts fuel efficiency, traction, and how much you can legally haul. Let's get into it. First, let's break down what those numbers actually mean. The first number tells you the total number of wheel positions on the truck, counting both sides. So, a typical 3-axle semi has 6 wheel positions. The second number tells you how many of those wheel positions are powered by the engine. It's that simple. So a 6x4 truck has 6 wheel positions, and 4 of them are drive wheels. A 6x2 has 6 wheel positions, but only 2 are drive wheels. We'll get to the bigger ones, like 8x4, in a bit. Let's start with the most common configuration you'll see on the highway, the 6x4. This is the workhorse of the American trucking industry. Both of those rear axles get power from the engine. Why is this setup so popular? It's all about traction and durability. With 4 wheels pushing the truck forward, you get excellent grip, which is a lifesaver in bad weather like rain, snow, or on slick roads. When you're pulling a heavy load up a steep grade, having that extra set of powered wheels makes a world of difference. It distributes the power and stress across more components. This setup is perfect for general freight, long haul, and especially for vocational applications like logging or construction, where you might be driving on less than perfect surfaces. The main downside? It's heavier and has more moving parts, which means slightly lower fuel economy compared to other setups. But for most operators, the trade-off for reliability and traction is well worth it. Now, let's talk about the 6x2 configuration. A 6x2 truck also has 3 axles, but only one of the 2 rear axles is a drive axle. The other rear axle is a dead or tag axle. It's there purely to support the weight of the load and meet legal axle weight limits. So what's the big advantage here? Fuel economy. Since there's only one drive axle, there are fewer gears, shafts, and internal components creating friction. This reduction in parasitic loss means the engine doesn't have to work as hard, and you can see a noticeable improvement in your miles per gallon. We're talking about a potential 2 to 5% fuel efficiency gain, which adds up to thousands of dollars over the life of a truck. They are also lighter, which means you can potentially carry a slightly heavier payload without exceeding gross vehicle weight limits. But there are trade-offs. The most significant one is reduced traction, primarily carrying lighter, bulkier freight like consumer goods. To combat the traction issue, many modern 6x2s come with advanced features. Some have a liftable tag axle, so when you're running empty or light, you can lift that axle completely off the ground. Others have automatic load shifting systems that can temporarily transfer weight from the dead axle to the drive axle when the system detects wheel slip. So while they aren't for every application, a modern 6x2 can be a very smart choice for fleets focused on maximizing fuel efficiency. If you see a truck with 4 axles, you're likely looking at a specialized, heavy-haul vehicle. An 8x4 has 8 wheel positions, with 4 of them being drive wheels. Typically, this means you have 2 steer axles at the front and 2 drive axles at the back. Why the extra front axle? It's all about weight distribution. When you're hauling something incredibly heavy, like construction equipment, a massive generator, or a bridge beam, you need to spread that weight over more axles to stay within legal limits and to do so safely. The 2 drive axles at the back provide the immense torque and traction needed to get these super heavy loads moving, especially from a dead stop or up an incline. These trucks are purpose-built for vocational and heavy-haul jobs. They are built to be extremely robust and durable. Of course, the downsides are what you'd expect. They are significantly more expensive to purchase and maintain. With all those extra components, an extra axle, steering system, more tires, the operating costs are higher. And fuel economy? Well, if you're running an 8x4, fuel economy is probably not your number one concern. Moving a massive amount of weight safely is the priority. These are not your typical long-haul highway cruisers. They are specialized tools for the toughest jobs in the industry. So, how do you choose the right one? It really boils down to your specific application. It's a classic balancing act. If you're running coast to coast on major interstates with standard weight freight, a 6x2 could save you a significant amount of money on fuel over the long run. The initial investment might be similar to a 6x4, but the operational savings are the real prize. If you're in a region with a lot of hills and bad weather, or if you're pulling heavier loads or doing any off-road or vocational work, the 6x4 is almost always the safer and more reliable choice. Its versatility is why it remains the industry standard. You're trading efficiency for pure capability. It's also important to consider resale value. In the used truck market, 6x4s tend to hold their value very well because they are so versatile and can be used for a wide range of jobs. A 6x2 might be a bit more of a niche product, so finding a buyer who needs that specific configuration could be trickier, potentially affecting its resale price. An 8x4 is so specialized that its resale market is limited to other heavy haul operators. Before making a purchase decision, you need to analyze your routes, the type and weight of your typical loads. Do you prioritize maximum fuel savings, or do you need the all-weather, all-terrain capability? Answering that question will point you directly to the right axle configuration for you. So there you have it, a complete rundown of 6x2, 6x4, and 8x4 axle configurations. It's more than just numbers. It's about matching the right tool to the right job to maximize efficiency, safety, and profitability. I hope this cleared things up for you. What kind of truck are you running, and what has your experience been? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of trucking. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.